Hi, it's Mark Keane here, and I recently separated with my ex roughly about a year ago, and right now we're going through some complications when it comes to the kids and co-parenting with like the custody of the kids, who gets the kids for whatever period of time. And so it's always been a challenge, and so I put together a list of videos here, short little clips and snippets which I've edited for you for your viewing pleasure, to get straight to the point of just hearing from the experts on what they have to say about 50-50 custody of the kids, the benefits, and why does it matter, and how to deal with your other co-parent if you're not actually getting on. So here's the first one. This video, or this snippet of the video, was taken from Channel 7 Sunrise in Australia on January 15, 2021, and it goes for a few seconds talking about common issues.
I think everyone who gets separated comes into a state where, particularly in Sydney, we have a mindset of an acrimonious divorce. So it's that fear and anxiety that everyone really comes in the space with, and thinking that they need to fight against each other when really it's not the case. We know that acting on emotion and acting and litigating out of principle leads people into the court space. And when people are able to actively engage in conversation about keeping things in a really positive space and being committed to reaching a resolution for the best interest of the children, then we're able to put people in a very different scenario than leading them into a really bitter divorce, which is what we traditionally see.
This video talks about the benefits of 50-50 joint custody. It goes through a top 10 list. Also, they touch on the ill effects of father absence in the kids' upbringing, according to an expert in the UK, Dr. Edward Cruck.
50-50 custody. Joint custody and shared parenting all offer important benefits to children and parents. Let's go through a top 10 list of the benefits of children seeing each parent often. Number 1. Two parents are better than one. The number one benefit of 50-50 custody is that it takes advantage of a child having two parents. Both parents are able to make a large contribution. Every parent should realize that raising a child on your own is difficult. Having other people involved helps to make sure that you don't mess your kid up in some way. A great way to involve others is to share parenting duties. The benefits include: A. The child will have a balanced upbringing. For example, one parent might enjoy reading to their daughter, while the other coaches her in sports. B. Children gain access to the extended families and friendship groups of both parents. That means more connections to people like grandparents and family friends. C. Each parent is able to bring their own individual strengths to help develop their child, such as humor or teaching ability. D. An individual parent's errors and weaknesses are less likely to cause problems. For example, a child could make up for one parent having little money by also spending time with the other parent. E. Children have two major role models and have two different households that they grow up in. That allows kids to choose which behaviors to copy and which not to do. Number 2. Children are happier being close to both parents. The second major benefit of 50-50 custody is allowing a child to know both parents very well. Children have a deep need to connect to their mother and father. The ill effects of father absence have been well documented. According to Dr. Edward Cruck, father absence is associated with insecurity and diminished self-confidence, behavioral problems, truancy and poor academic results, delinquency, youth crime and teenage pregnancy, and drug and alcohol abuse.
Okay, and in this next video, it talks about living standards with the kids across both parents equally, about 50-50. Income statistics for Australia show that recipients of child support earn only about half of what payers do. It also talks about one reason why child support recipients have low incomes is the amount of time they spend with the children. In contrast, 50-50 custody allows for both parents to participate in the workforce and earn a good income. So check this out, it goes into more detail.
Number 6. Shared parenting improves living standards. Children who live in a shared care arrangement, especially 50-50 joint custody, enjoy higher living standards because of it. Poverty risks are lessened since children live across two households. If living standards are low in one home, at least a child might make up for it in the other. For example, in a poorer household, a child might spend their time reading, watching TV and doing other low-cost activities. When staying with the better-off parent, they might instead play computer games, go shopping and eat out at restaurants. Overall, the child enjoys a good standard of living. Shared parenting also improves living standards by allowing a child to spend more time with the higher-earning parent. Income statistics for Australia show that recipients of child support earn only about half of what payers do. And payers usually have less than 14% physical custody. Where kids see paying parents more, the children are materially better off. One reason why child support recipients have low incomes is the amount of time they spend looking after children. In contrast, 50-50 custody allows both parents to participate in the workforce and earn a good income. Number 7. Financial resources are shared naturally. 50-50 custody and shared parenting avoid many of the financial problems of raising children post-separation. Without even trying, shared care gets both parents financially contributing. When both parents are looking after kids, they routinely pay for stuff without a second thought. They pay rent or mortgage on a bigger home, cover food and energy costs, and pay for things like outings and vacations. Each parent ends up contributing what they can reasonably afford. Contrast this way of managing costs with sole custody where child support is relied on. One parent has to hand over money for things he or she may not want to purchase. The non-custodial parent doesn't even get the pleasure of seeing their child benefit from the spending. According to Catherine Eden, the child support system weakens the child-father bond by separating the act of love from the act of providing. Many believe that child support is an unsatisfactory way of handling spending. Payers are often resentful. Recipients are encouraged to stay dependent on their ex. Parents who may want little to do with one another are forced into an unhealthy financial relationship. It is no wonder that children have better overall living standards with 50-50 custody. They naturally benefit from the financial resources of both parents. And you are less likely to have one parent failing to contribute properly.
In this next video, they talk about co-parenting and what is actually co-parenting. In fact, I didn't even know this myself. One of the mistakes I made, and this is something we're going through at this point of time through our counselling with me and my ex, to talk about the co-parenting, and this is some really good advice. Check this out.
Let's make sure that we are co-parenting, okay? As much as we can, because guess what? We can't control the other person. But listen, you can't expect the judge to really give you 50% of parenting time when you and the other person don't even get along. Now, I'm going to tell you, it does happen at times, but listen, ideally, a judge is more than likely to give you 50% custody when you can show that you're fostering the parent-child relationship, when you are getting along with the other person, when you are able to co-parent. So let's make sure that we are able to co-parent, okay?
And the last video here, this little snippet talks about mothers are happier. That's right, mothers are actually happier as a result of 50-50 shared custody. This explains it. Check this out.
Fathers do not enjoy handing over child support for the raising of their children. What they usually want is to be with their sons and daughters. Mothers are also happier. Thanks to personal bloggers, we know that mothers appreciate the advantages of shared parenting. This appears to be true even among mothers who initially wanted sole custody. Emma Johnson says, quote, "Those hours are a precious commodity I fully utilize to nurture friendships, date, work, exercise, and relax. When the kids come home Sunday evening, we are also happy to see each other, and I can feel in my whole body how much more energy I have for them." End quote. Jennifer Wolfe advises, quote, "Before you ask the court to review your case one more time, in the hopes of winning sole custody, consider the unexpected benefits you can expect to enjoy once you all get used to the joint custody arrangement." End quote. A mother who shares parenting gets more time to herself. That means you are more refreshed, eager, and prepared each time your parenting duties begin again. You should be happier and better able to provide quality parenting. Co-parenting mothers can invest time in themselves for the benefit of their children. They are able to work on their physical and mental health, do online courses, work more hours to advance their career, and do things like date and build friendships. By sharing care of their children, mothers can become stronger parents and even better role models.
And there we go. I hope that helps somewhat, as much as it helped me a little bit. And if you'd like to check out the full videos that were included in this little video that I made for you, the links are below in this video in the description area. Thanks for watching.